There it is. Welcome, everybody to Kayla. Get in your seat. Unprofessional.
Wow.
Lamp is very good. Welcome to another episode of Into the Gridge. Before we get started, we do have an announcement for tonight. So tomorrow, Jared and I are guest starring on Sam Comerford's Twitch stream called Spontaneum, where they just sort of roll the adventure as it happens. So we don't know what we're getting into, aside from it being level 15, and we have some character shenanigans planned, certainly. But be sure to catch us out there at twitch.tv/Spontaneum Show. We retweeted a link for that. We'll be sure to put it in the comments here as well. So that's the big shout out. Now, do any of the assembled people here care to give us a recap of what happened last time?
There was snow, but it was ice cream.
Okay. That's right. Yeah. It's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. How the fuck did I pronounce that? Jesus Christ.
We went into the big freezer room. We spoke to a bunch of punny named folks.
Yes.
We found a secret little room, whatever, that mentioned two more of the fancy kids, and we got some stuff from there. I don't actually remember what the final takeaway from there was.
The guy was
gone.
What happened to him?
No, I mean we fixed the town ice cream problem.
Yes, you did.
Which doesn't sound like a problem to me. But,
no.
Ice cream. I mean,
good job. So, ladies, gentlemen, those not restricted by binary definitions of gender, welcome into the Gridge, as recapped by our lovely Bert Jankowski, and we have a new player, Kayla.
I was here last week.
No, your name tag is incorrect.
Oh. It's because I used StreamYard for something else.
Okay. I do
making content.
Wow.
Not Kayla making content.
Some of us have.
They're going to tell us you have other friends besides us.
That's not true. How do I change my name?
Kayla's not allowed to have friends.
Yeah.
Why won't it? Oh, there it is.
Episode of Gridge on Labor Day. Wow.
I know.
Do we get a raise now, Harry?
He's doing a little look at me on LinkedIn.
Oh, Jared, not LinkedIn, not during D&D.
Someone looked at you on LinkedIn?
Yeah.
What if I looked at you on LinkedIn right now?
Everyone pull up Jared's LinkedIn right now.
Okay, we're in the middle of something.
Yeah,
Can we
looking at
bring
Jared's
it back?
LinkedIn.
All right, do we expose Jared's LinkedIn to the whole world?
No.
Yeah, someone put it up on the screen.
Do it.
No.
Dox him.
I don't care if people know my first and last name.
Okay.
Anyways.
Please don't dox yourself. We live together now.
Yeah, that's why it's funny.
So true. Okay, Jared. Okay.
Jared's like, I'm okay with it, and he's fucking getting swatted as everyone else is also.
Jesus.
So, we're gonna try something new tonight. We're gonna take some time with sort of each member of the party and split up for a little while. So, does anybody care to go first?
That feel when you split up.
Wow.
It's tough.
All right, sure, I'll go.
So
All right.
you go ahead.
So, Bert, you have some downtime in the city, and you recall
New York City.
Oh,
New
New
York.
York City.
New York City.
That's just how we
bastard.
speak in Tucson, Arizona.
Yes.
What do you mean, Perry's?
What do you mean?
internet?
Yeah, I was gonna say, you guys have separate internet in each person's room.
Well, no, but they're downstairs and I'm uppies.
Everything seems fine to me.
Whoa, we're not going to let that one slide there. Uppies.
So it,
Oh,
have you not
you
heard
don't
Kayla use
understand.
the term
Oh.
uppies before?
Oh,
Max,
No.
we've become quite degenerate.
I don't
in
think
the
I want to go to Boston
6
anymore
days.
next week.
I hate Kayla's for words.
We have problems, everyone. One of them is that
Don't say
all of our floors are at a slant. Like a strong slant. I'm gonna show you. This is me not pushing off. This is me just sitting.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Bye.
Goodbye.
What? Cool.
It's a very
Okay.
slanted house.
Who did that
It
to your
is.
house?
God.
I did. I came before we moved in and slanted all the floors.
You came
Just to
before we
piss Jared
moved
off.
in, Perry?
Mm-hmm. I
Wow.
did.
That wasn't allowed.
Jesus.
That wasn't in the contract.
I'm telling her.
Not in your contract.
Okay,
It is
anyway.
Labor Day. Can we
Anyways.
live renegotiation?
I'm
No.
unionizing the house.
I'm
Against Perry.
anyway.
Yeah, is Perry the problem?
Cooked 3 hours for you today. Unbelievable.
Okay, anyway.
So Bert, you solved the ice cream problem. It's great. Everyone's able to get some scoops of it before it fully melts away, and people are very grateful that their town
Does
is
it
no longer.
evaporate or does it like magically go away?
It was gross for a while.
Okay, I was gonna
But,
say like I don't know if it just goes into the water cycle.
No. Some cleanup was necessary. Luckily, there's a huge canyon that they just sort of pushed it over there for the most part.
Why don't we take the ice cream and push it over there?
Exactly. But, time is passing, and it's come up a couple more times now that Abernathy, the turtle who runs the magic shop, is offered to help you explore your arcane abilities some and see if you can uncover some knowledge together and take a dive through that. If
Love
you
to
would like
uncover
to do so.
knowledge.
So that is where we find you today. You open the door into the magic shop, and there's Abernathy puffing away at his pipe.
Does everyone else tune us
various-
out, or are they still listening? Penis. This is an attention check. Oh,
Yeah. you just said
Oh,
penis.
Max,
That
it's
wasn't true.
you and I, baby. Boomer. Wow, first
Am I
boomer in the new house.
Supposed to be listening? Is
No,
this
you
I don't think
secret?
it's
Okay.
It's not secrets,
Okay.
unless you want it to be secrets, Max.
no.
Okay.
I've been thinking about how I made everyone not listen to my dream that other time. I'm like, that was me. I'll let them
Okay.
say it.
So you go up, and he's smoking at his pipe, and it smells unique in here.
Ooh, okay.
And he says, and of course you hear through your ring, Master Jankowski, welcome back to the magic shopping. What can I assist you with today?
Hey there, Abernathy. He does just kind of like he's like, so you seem to know kind of some stuff. I was wondering if you could give me a hand with things.
Yes. What sorts of things are we looking for? I quite a few different strains of things I could help you with.
You last time I was here, you seemed to know a bit about where the old magic comes from.
Yes, wondrous.
Hadn't looked too far into that yet.
Yes, of course. You do seem a fresh warlock, do you not? So we can perhaps uncover some secrets for you, if you so choose. And he takes his pipe and sort of taps it against the counter, and you see the open sign on the front door magically on its own switches to closed. And he says, privacy would be wise in this instance. Now, if you'll excuse me, well, don't excuse me, rather. You'll have to come with me to my more magically conducive chambers. We'll have to expand our perceptions of the universe to see if we can tweeze some knowledge.
I was talking to my dad about couch football, and he just sent me the 100 emoji, which is certainly the first time he's ever used that in his life.
That's really funny. Now, what you have to do is watch out for it to happen again.
Because this man loves using emoticons. He will hit me with a freaking colon parenthesis all the time. So
yeah, it'll happen. Anyways, Abernathy begins to lead you back, and you go into the stock room, and it's pretty typical boxes, shelves full of labeled inventory, things like that. But then he says, "If you wouldn't mind turning around for a moment and closing your eyes, I like to keep the entrance to this next chamber particularly well hidden." And do you oblige?
Is Sabaka with me, I assume? Yeah?
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, so Bert obliges. Sabaka doesn't.
Okay.
He turns with me, but then is fucking...
Oh, yes, very good, very good. Make a stealth check for Sabaka, why don't you?
I imagine he's good at that.
Beat a 13.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, Abernathy does not seem to notice, and you see him walk over to a nondescript crate. Looks just like the rest of them, except he reaches his hand inside of it, not open, just simply through the wood. You don't see what his fingers do once inside, but sorry, what'd you say?
I said up, but not out.
Yes. It seems to manipulate something, and then there's a series of just, and you hear like a chain rattle, and then and he says, excellent. You can turn around now, Bert, and please follow me downstairs. Now, I've built this system of catacombs throughout the town. There are only a few places they go, and as far as I know, I'm the only person who knows of them. So I do, well, if you don't stay quiet, I will be forced to make you quiet. And the energies it takes to summon up that much modify memory is harder and harder each day at my old age.
What the hell?
However, down here is the extent of my operation. You've made deliveries for me in the past. Presumably, you nosed your way through. So you know that what I truly provide for this town is not just magical items, but escapes, transcendence, if you will. I've grown a particularly potent strain that should help us to explore those things which your mind hides from itself, as it were. And he leads you through a series of tunnels, sort of branching into a few different rooms, on and on and on. And you must be a ways out of town at this point. And you enter into a large chamber with the ceiling is just roots all over and hanging down. And you can feel it just thrumming with magic. And you see just row after row of just beds of various flowers, mushrooms, various psychoactive flora and fungi. And he walks over to one directly beneath the largest cluster of roots. And there is a shimmering substance that sort of drips from them down to the ground. And he picks a leaf that's green, but as he hands it to you, you see it's iridescent and shimmering, as if coated in a rainbow. And he grabs one for himself and he says, "Now, we can ingest this in any number of ways. You strike me as though tea may be your preferred method."
Yeah, sure.
Excellent. And he goes and makes you both some tea using these leaves and offers you a cup. He says, "Now, this experience may be jarring, but do bear with me and do know that I will be there with you. Now, let's take a seat." And he leads you to this small, just like smoking den, almost like a library kind of feel. There's like a fireplace, some warm bookshelves, plush chairs, things like that. And as you drink the tea, your eyelids grow heavier and heavier and heavier. And I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw for me, please.
Freaking powers of the Black Panther would all be stripped away. Oh, that's not good. That's a whole... Wow, really? That's a whole 8.
All right. Yeah, with an 8, you feel yourself slipping further and further. And at first, there's just a blackness. But then you see motes of light forming. And then you fall through a shimmering cloud of gas. And then lights expand and dim and swirl and grow. And you find yourself falling, hurtling through unknown galaxies, surrounded by nothing but space. And you hear Abernathy calling to you, but it's more like the echo of a memory. You are alone here, and your consciousness pushes outward, desperately reaching, trying to find any sort of grip, anything to slow you down, to guide you through this. But there is nothing as you fall deeper and deeper and deeper until finally you collide with something. It doesn't seem to notice you. It doesn't seem to move. But you are stopped until all of a sudden you are pulled deep inside of it. But you realize whatever stopped you is gone. And now you're being sucked into a swirling compression of a black hole. Your consciousness, which had grown far beyond the bounds of your own mind, is crammed back in, smaller and smaller and smaller. The worst headache you've ever felt, just erupting out of your mind until finally your eyes burst open and you're back in the room.
So I'm just back to where I started?
Yep.
That's... Okay, well, I'm sus of that, but okay.
You do see Abernathy rushes back in with a glass of water. He says, "Oh, Master Jankowski, thank goodness you're all right. I lost you there. Never. Your connection is unique and delicate. This is not the first time I've tried to untangle the tether between warlock and patron, and yet yours was yanked back nearly as soon as we entered. Tell me, what did you see?"
So there's dark, there's some lights, there's more dark, there's a wall.
Interesting. Dark and light and a wall. Well, I do apologize for the bad trip, but I do hope this enlightens you somehow. This may come to pass sometime in the future. You know, what we turtles have come to realize is that all knowledge is valuable. It just may not be valuable now. Do get some good rest tonight. You'll need it.
Okay.
And, he makes sure you're all right and walks you back up to the front of the store and says, if that will be all, I suppose I should reopen for business before people get too suspicious of our lunch break.
I think that about does it. Feel very, very very connected. All that good stuff.
Good. He taps his pipe to the counter again. The shop switches open, and he lets you out. And with that, you, Max, have leveled up now.
Right.
Yes.
Sure do wish I had passed that save. Oh well.
Oops.
At least I can cast Minor Illusion now.
Hey, there you go. That's what it was. You tripped so bad you learned how to cast illusions.
So I guess he's just gonna kind of wander around the town for the day, just kind of
just fucking with people. Is there anyone in particular you go mess with?
I don't even know that he's directing it at people to start with.
Got it.
He's just more so like fine tuning it, trying to get the skill there. He's not starting with the pranks. You got to build up to that.
Okay. Yeah. Does anyone else want to go next? If not, I can call on somebody.
I can go.
All right. Kirog, do you have anyone in mind you want to talk to in town for some guidance? Anything like that?
I think what is her name? Sister Harriet?
Yes. Up at the temple. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you walk up to the sanctuary of pizza, the temple of the gods, and you find Sister Harriet just brushing up the place, making sure all the candles in the various sort of votive alcoves are stocked, brushing away at the once full fountains that now are dry, as you've seen, and just generally sort of putzing. Kirog, hello. I didn't expect any visitors today.
Sorry to interrupt anything. I'm happy to come back if you're busy.
Oh no, not at all.
We got all the time in the world, so.
Yes, well, we certainly do. Please come. We have all the time in the world. I can get to this tomorrow. What can I help you with?
I suppose I was just hoping to kind of pick your brain about history. I was never great in school, and figured you would be the best one, and no better time to learn than to kind of get the lay of this land and just to kind of beyond,
Certainly. I must admit most of my sort of historical knowledge does lie rooted in the realm of religions, but I will do my best to answer any questions you have. What in particular vexes you today?
Oh, what are they called? I've heard a lot of more talk recently, I guess, about the Sundered Souls. And, I mean, I know they're obviously a big deal. We all know what they're about. But, I can't help but think there's maybe a connection to the problem we found here, what with all of their powers.
Well, I would be, remiss to say that the thought hadn't crossed folks' minds around here. The Sundered Souls do have a rather rash reputation. They were, as you know, children born on Thickbush Island in the wake of the destructuring of the major gods, those primordial powers of good, evil, law, chaos.
Your Honor, my client was simply destructuring.
I'm actually restructuring the god industry. You might not understand exactly what we're doing at the startup.
It was a reckless act by those involved to, I don't think they necessarily thought about the consequences of what was done. But
I'm sure certain of them did. I'm sure certain of them.
No, I'm not here, but I think they thought very long and hard about the decisions that they made.
I'm sure some of them were a little uncomfortable with it.
Oh, certainly. But the past is the past. Although I suppose you are asking about history, so that is the topic of conversation. Anyways, all that power was released, and eventually the children born there, the first 21 of them, seemed to, in part, absorb some of that power. Did you have particular questions? I think, there's a rhyme somewhere. Or, not a rhyme, but just a little mnemonic, I suppose. Let me go see if I can find it. And she goes and digs through and finds a children's book of stories. She says, yes, the Sundered Souls.
Sorry, I'm taking notes.
Yes. Well, good for you. The pursuit of knowledge is always a noble one. But there's the record of the 21 Sundered Souls. So, 1, who passed from this world before coming into it. 2, what flashed like a spark without tinder to light. 3, when pressed, deposed democracy and ruled in Adlerven. 4, where they struck like scars from lightning. 5, prove why magic must be tethered. And 6, which roam in lands untold, plains and places we cannot behold. I'm afraid that's most of what I know about them. Thank pizza that I've never encountered one personally beyond those that rule in Adlerven and the surrounding regions.
So you said that when the restructuring, as it were, happened, that the power went into these souls.
Yes.
What if some of that power went into magic items, per se? And what would happen if someone got a hold of those?
Well, I hadn't heard of anyone using that release to then ignite some sort of forge or gather it into a weapon or other item. But I imagine it would be on the level of those artifacts of the gods that were used in that great battle that did then lay them low. It may be that, and I'm no artificer, no blacksmith, you'd have to talk to, give me a moment to scroll through my Rolodex and find their name. You'd have to talk to Serena, the blacksmith, about that. But it could be more powerful even than those artifacts of the gods.
But we don't know that anything like that exists, right? Like,
No, I certainly haven't heard. I have to imagine anything that, well, that would have been created would have sparked wars. It is unfortunate that mortal kind so often falls prey to the greed of those with undeserved power.
so there's like probably nothing to worry about.
I'll be honest with you. I wasn't worried about that before today, but it's gonna keep me up tonight.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't. I guess I'll have some company in what's keeping us both up at night.
Indeed. Well, you're always welcome for a reflection at the temple, Kirok. You seem to
Thank
have
you kindly.
an energy that puts you at home here.
Do I? Interesting. I haven't felt at home for quite a while.
Oh, well. I'm sorry to hear that, but I do hope you can find a home here.
I guess I have to, huh?
Yes, and unfortunately, although I have heard that you and yours are perhaps trying again to break our curse. And I appreciate that for what it's worth.
Thank you. That's the goal. Can't have a post office if there's no post going out, so
Indeed.
doing our union duty, as Bert would say. What a guy.
Truly. You know what? Speaking of the post, and she copies down that the story she told you earlier about the Sundered Souls onto a piece of paper, slips it into an envelope, and addresses it to you, and says, "If you could deliver this to Emery's Saloon in the care of Kirog Og, I would appreciate it." From the post office.
Oh, well, I've heard he loves getting mail, so I'd be happy to.
Thank you, Kirog.
I tip my hat.
Anything else, or is that all?
No, I mean, if you hear of anything weirder than usual.
You know, if I hear of any earth-shatteringly powerful artifacts, you'll be the first to know.
Thank you. I do appreciate it.
You're welcome. And as you depart, you are emboldened as you deliver the mail. And again, Kirog, you have leveled up.
I always feel.
I feel 1 point more intelligent.
Incredible. You did a little learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Where'd the other one go?
Feeling much more charismatic walking out of that.
Yeah.
I see.
Excuse me. He already has a +3 to his charisma. Okay.
Damn. All right. We have 3 of you left. Who's up?
I can go next. Why not?
All right. Cerberus, did you have anyone in mind in town you wanted to speak to?
Not really. I don't know. I can't speak to that Pegasus, right? Like I couldn't.
You couldn't talk to it, but I mean, you're a druid and you study animals. I think, as people have been leaving food for it, you've probably gone to deliver it once or twice, and it's become familiar with you. You can spend some time in reflection with it and sort of explore your connection to nature if you'd like.
Can I purchase ownership of the Pegasus somehow?
You can certainly talk to the sheriff about that if you'd like.
Okay, I'll do that. Sure.
Okay, let me write down some notes real quick here, and then we will do that.
Wow, it's almost like I should have planned this in advance, but also I don't have a thing. So
you're fine. You're fine.
So
I am shooting from the hip on damn near all of these. So
yeehaw. We're like shooting from the I don't know. I thought I had something there. I don't anymore.
That's fine. Yeah. So you begin to think about it, and you head to the sheriff's office, and you do see the dutiful Deputy Underwood holding the sheriff's hat, and the sheriff sitting at her desk, feet up on the counter, huge hat just tipped over her eyes, which is sort of tipped over her whole torso, her battle axe hanging on the wall.
Okay, so she's like asleep.
You can't see her eyes.
Part of me wants to just like leave the favors on the desk and then go to the Pegasus. But probably not the best idea. Is there like a customer service bell anywhere that I could ring?
You do not see one.
Okay.
But
I'll knock on the table then.
Yeah. Oh. Howdy, Cerberus.
Howdy.
What can I do
Howdy,
for
Sheriff. Nothing bad happened. I just wanted to
Oh, hold that thought. Deputy, what I tell you about talking to folk once they come in, or talking to me once folk come in. Are you holding my dress hat? You're just, because I have my hat on. You're just holding my dress hat rather than talking to folk.
Well, it's
Go take a coffee break, Deputy.
Wow.
Take her easy. Apologies, Cerberus. You think after 7 years, Deputy didn't know how to do his job.
Oh, that's all right. I wasn't in no rush. But anyways, like I was saying, nothing bad happened.
Good.
That's not why I'm here. It's how's that Pegasus of yours doing?
Well, Peggy's having a rough go of it. You know, she still ain't quite right in the head, what with all the being trapped and whatnot. I mean, she used to roam 10, 20 miles a day. Just go soaring.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
The wind in our hair, the feel of her wings. Feel bad for her. Y'all are trying to get us out of this mess, ain't you?
Yes, absolutely. We are doing our part to make that happen as soon as possible.
Made any progress?
I don't know. I ain't the leader of this here group. Technically, I'm not even a part of their group, so to speak. Their union, rather. Let's go male, I think is the thing they say a lot. I don't know.
Oh, Mr. Greaves, I'll tell you this. You may not be a part of that group what came with the post office, but y'all arrived together, and I mean, certainly after the way you dealt with that freezer aisle fiasco, you're a part of that team.
Yeah,
they need you, and I'd be a little surprised if you don't need them somewhat.
Yeah, well, I already got somebody. I don't know if I need them that much.
How is that hunk of yours?
Oh, he's doing great. He hasn't been enchanted by demons recently, so that's been kind of nice.
Oh, good. Are they still? You ain't seen them recently, have you?
I don't know. I don't ask any questions anymore. I'm trying to avoid Amory currently.
She do come on quite strong. I do. Well,
Yeah.
that's what I like about her, but it ain't everybody's cup of tea.
Yeah.
Well, if you see him, and she slaps a hand back, and you see 2 wanted posters of just like very crudely drawn, sexy people.
Well, that could be anybody. I don't know.
And then in like red on top of it, like horns and devil tails.
Oh well, I see. All right. But anyhow, I was hoping to propose potentially seeing what I personally could do for, not that you ain't doing a good job, of course, but not that any of the way that your the Pegasus is feeling is your fault in any way. But I was just wondering if me and my my nature commune abilities could help Peggy in any kind of way to make her feel better.
If you got something you want to try, by all means. I mean, I can't get close to her. I skitters off anytime I get nearby. I've tried delivering food, and she's all curled up in that damn tumbleweed and takes off. I always manage to find a twig or something to step on. Cornelius really ought to take that damn thing down. Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't do much.
That's fair. I mean, there's not technically a lot to do in this town. No offense.
No, you got that right. I mean, I'm glad for it. Means there ain't much trouble to keep an eye out for, but
that's true. But anyways, so what if I took Peggy off your hands?
Well, now, hang on. Say that for me one more time, partner.
What if I took Peggy off your hands?
Okay. Just all over you.
All right.
Hell no. Peggy's my horse. If you can help set her right, I'll be damn grateful to you. But I ain't just going to get rid of her because she's a little under the weather.
Oh, I ain't asking you to get rid of her. I'm going to pay you for it.
Son, you best get out of my office. There ain't no money, and there sure as hell ain't no damn favors. Worth more to me than the bond between me and that horse.
All right. I back out of the office.
And despite your attempts, the thought was there to attune to nature and to try and heal it. And again, you level up. Service.
We're doing nothing.
Hey, honey, same here.
It's we're playing fast and loose with it. It's half give people time to do a little bit of exploration and clue hunting on their own if they'd like, and also to just see if they have something they want to do to level up to train. Dorian.
Yeah. Hello.
Since Finian's not here, let's get to you.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a specific person in mind, so.
Okay.
Oh.
Let's see. Who in town are you talking to? Actually, Deimos, the Minotaur sort of dairy and livestock farmer, reaches out to you and asks you to meet him at his farm.
All right.
I love you all.
What? I will.
Not the French onion soup.
Yeah, I was like, what is that?
Yeah, so you go to the farm and you see him sitting on the porch, plucking away at a banjo.
Oh.
And he says, "Hey, heard you were a bard, and ain't much at it, but I've been looking away at this damn thing for far longer than I've been a Minotaur, so
Well,
figured
hold
maybe
on.
we could
What
jam out for a bit.
what were you gonna say, Max?
They've been playing the thing longer than they've been a Minotaur, so something happened there. Again,
I thought it was just a figure of speech, to be honest.
I
Hey, what do you do, Dorian?
I mean, I'm open to a jam session. I can whip out my banjo
Yeah.
or even my
You-
fiddle.
Yeah, so which do you choose, banjo or fiddle?
You know, I feel like maybe we should just do banjo together at first. You know, double banjo.
Absolutely. And you sit there for a moment, and as Deimos absentmindedly strums and you get your banjo into tune, you start to get a feel for the music he's performing and the vibes of the song. And as you get ready to join in, I'd like you to make a performance check.
Oh, there you are. All right. That's a. Where's my performance? Oh, that's a 14. Mathematics.
All right. Yeah, you know what? It's not perfect
Yeah.
at first. You know, you strike an off note here or there. You don't quite pick the right chord to pair with what Deimos is playing, but eventually you fall into a lovely melody, a duet, as you just sort of jazz your way through it, picking on them strings. And there's a calmness that seems to wash over both of you, a camaraderie that can only come with playing music with somebody else. But as you play for a while, the sun begins to set, and eventually somebody walks up, and you see the thin, reedy farmer, Enelius Smith, the grain farmer.
Mhm.
Yeah, cut that racket. You're gonna scare the corn.
We're gonna scare the corn.
Mm-hmm. Hard
And-
rock only. Strict diet.
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Can I ask why? Is it you got some magical corn here, or what? What's the science behind this corn?
You've never grown nothing, have you?
Yeah. Well, all right. Let's be real. Yeah,
Let's.
sure. I haven't.
Wow,
Yeah, let's be real.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. Looks you're throwing in your lot with this lout.
Well,
Deimos, your goats were getting in my crops the other day again. Was you too busy piping up, huh? And you see Deimos just sort of
What?
bristle up, but ignore Enelius' comments. You get the impression that this is not the first time that
No.
Mick Smith has harassed Deimos.
Is he implying that he has a lot of sex? Is that what's going on? Like,
No.
Drugs.
you know?
That he smokes.
Oh,
Drugs. We
I
just
see.
learned about the
Okay.
man who makes the drugs.
I see. Okay.
This is also the guy who you delivered drugs to.
Well, you know, you
Oh,
can,
God,
you can
you
do
know,
drugs
that's
and have
amazing.
sex too. I just wanted to make sure.
I mean,
Fair enough.
he is a minotaur, so yeah.
So what, Riza?
See?
We did establish this Minotaur is hot. At
Yeah.
great
That's what I'm saying.
length.
He's more into
You
that.
know?
He's more into minotaurs.
Yeah. So
Anyway.
Dorian, Enelius is here being very confrontational to Deimos.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna be like, hey, okay, listen here. I don't know what's going on, but like, what exactly is the issue? Like, is there something I can help out with here? Like, I don't really see what issues he's causing.
Playing the music too loud. It's bothering the crops.
Okay.
and other sort of rabble-rousing and ruckus.
Now, I don't think crops usually get bothered by music. I know, like, I've heard of crops liking music, but never heard of them, like, hating a certain type of banjo sound, you know?
Mm.
In fact, I think they would probably like banjo music. Seems like the type of music corn would like.
Make me a persuasion check.
I know what song a corn would like.
I sure also do know that. Okay, 16.
Anelius kind of harumphs, but without further ado, just sort of turns away and walks back off into the night through their cornfields.
Okay.
And Deimos kind of looks at you and puts his banjo down, and you can see he's worked up. Veins are kind of popping in his forehead, and his hooves begin to kind of tap on the ground as if he's fighting off the urge to charge something. He's just, thanks, Dorian.
Yeah,
That,
of course.
Anelius didn't used to be like that, but something the last couple of years got way up their asshole the wrong sort of way, and now I seem to be the issue.
Well, I mean, looks like you guys got like a farmer feud going on, which is
I don't know.
Or
We
he's
were
just,
all-
you know,
Getting along fine.
yeah.
Well,
He's just
they,
like picking on you for no reason. He's just annoyed.
Yeah.
Taking out on you.
yeah, they, well, they never did get over Boric disappearing.
Oh, I
And they
see.
seem to be off after that. But, well, it ain't my job to fix folk around here. It's my job to raise the livestock.
That's fair. You're not the town therapist. Speaking of which, is there a town therapist? Okay, maybe I shouldn't have asked that one. Oh.
No. Well,
Okay.
it's funny you bring that up. Well, the
The
closest
people
thing
of
we
this
would have
town
had
would
would have
be-
been Boric
I was gonna say,
Stoneview.
you think the people of this town would be
Oh.
the way they are if they had a therapist
The,
after 7 years?
He was a good folk.
I see.
Boric could listen
Well,
if he had to talk.
I guess I can see, why there may be some issues happening. But
Yeah, you get anyone in a town for 7 years without nowhere
Yeah,
to go.
that's true.
There are going to be issues.
Well, I'm really hoping that we can figure this out so you guys, aren't stuck in here forever.
I'll tell you what. Maybe a little biased, but I think you check out Anelius.
Oh, okay. I'll do that. Why not?
There you go.
Maybe I'll have a few
Well.
things to say to them.
I got to get up early, milk the cows and Borax and whatnot. But thanks for jamming, Dorian.
Yeah, of course. I'm always
Welcome around
up
here
to
anytime.
Well, thank you so much. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I'll see you. Peace.
Tell you what,
Oh,
it's pretty dark out. Wouldn't want you. Can't get too lost, but well, it is a magic town. You never know what's wandering. Got a couch in here if you want to spend the night. Head off in the morning.
you know what? Why not?
All right.
It's too dark anyway. Don't want someone to, I don't know, do some demon magic or whatever the hell happened to
Hey, there are
my
them
husband.
incubi down there.
Yeah,
Still
that's
running
kinda-
around.
Kind of scary. I don't want to end up running into them. So, yeah, why not? I don't mind sleeping on a couch.
You know what I heard? I heard that satyr, what came in with you, was seduced immediately into a demonic orgy of
Oh, what?
insane proportions.
Oh, I feel like I didn't know that. That's kind of crazy.
Oh, is that not how it went down?
Yeah, I don't really know the detail. I mean, we were looking for him. I don't remember what it said. I guess I would have to ask.
All right, fair enough. Well, it's getting late. Come on in.
Well, thanks so
And
much.
he stands up and makes the couch for you, and you're able to crash. And when you leave in the morning, you are leveled up. You see Deimos has already gone to start choring, but left you a note that there were some porridge, some oats on the stove that could be warmed up for you.
Hell yeah, oats.
All right. Finian, we'll get to you.
Yes.
I just have to write some notes, and then we'll do that. And we'll probably call it a little early tonight.
I'm fine with that.
So we'll forego the break. We'll do Finian, and then any sort of wrap up you guys want to do, and then call it. But I'm going to get some notes down about Cerberus and Dorian here.
Are they in trouble? Is that why?
No, I mean, I had to write stuff down about Kirog and Bert, too.
You're in trouble.
Am I in trouble?
You're in trouble, Kayla.
You're in trouble, Kayla.
Just Kayla's in trouble.
Yeah.
Why did someone
Yeah.
just message me on LinkedIn to ask me if I want a free sample of their?
Why is everyone on LinkedIn tonight?
It's fucking bananas, dude.
I know, I'm feeling left out. Not on Labor Day, y'all. Take a day off
I
of
know.
work.
Sorry.
Labor Day, yeah.
I know, you're right. I shouldn't be job hunting.
No working on Labor Day.
No labor on Labor Day.
Yeah,
I feel like
and
Bert
then
would love Labor Day.
Bert would go. Well, Bert would like May Day more because Labor Day is like the scab version of May Day.
That's
Mm.
true.
Yeah.
You're right.
so. Anyways, Finian.
Yes.
There's been a few weeks of downtime. All your friends are out and about doing stuff, and you are just at the bar one day drinking as you're wont to do, and Zell, the half orc, pops down next to you. Her arm rippling and muscular, that snake tattoo curving down it as she reaches forward and grabs a drink and says, "Well, you did me a solid. I wouldn't have been able to get into that freezer and shut it down myself."
Yeah. I didn't do none of that actually. That was my coworkers actually. But
No, well, shit. Never. Which one of them?
happy to help. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't really. I don't know. I haven't been able to help these guys out a ton.
Well,
Been a lot of-
I mean, I heard you rode a Pegasus and a dragon.
yeah. I mean that. The wings help.
Yeah,
She
they're
flutters.
pretty nice. What seems to be stopping you from helping them out?
Where I come from, everyone's they're all my size, and she kind of sizes herself up sitting on a box on another box on the
Right.
bar table. But I don't know, coming out here, it's just it was a lot bigger. They hit a lot harder.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll happen. You seemed pretty beat up when I got to you. I'll tell you what. Let's finish these drinks and then I'll show you a thing or two. Monk to monk.
I'd appreciate that.
All right. And she just immediately pounds this entire drink.
Finian picks up a stein that is her size and also downs it.
Is it a thimble? Is it a
No.
thimble?
No, it's a regular.
No, it's a regular stein.
It's a regular human-sized cup of beer. She finishes it and then somehow belches louder than Zell.
Hell yeah.
Damn. I'm mighty impressed. All right. Come here. And Zell leads you to a small space above the general store that seems to be her apartment. It looks like it used to be some sort of storage area. There are various sort of seasonal displays that are covered in dust, and just like a cot on the floor, abandoned alcohol bottles, but a bag of rice sort of tied up around a support pillar that is bent inwards. It appears that is her punching bag for better use. She's all right. Tell you what, hit me.
Just full force.
Let's see what you got.
All right.
I mean, I don't know what to teach you. If you do have disadvantage on this as well.
Oh, disadvantage. Fantastic. Okay. Does a 9 hit?
It does not. You swing your punch, and Zell, with one finger, like deflects it out of the way, ready to dodge.
Yeah.
Hit me.
Again?
Come on. And there's no again. You didn't hit me.
Still with disadvantage?
Yep.
14.
And you get closer, and Zell just seems to barely get out of the way. You like brush her hair, and she raises an eyebrow. Not too bad, short stack. Tell you what, them wings of yours, they're useful, but they telegraph what you're doing a little more than planting your feet would. You got to get a little wind up, looks like. But try being a little more unpredictable. I'd like you to attack again, and this time it's just a straight roll.
21.
Yeah, and you, Finney, you take that to heart and kind of steel yourself, and you feel your muscles tense, and your wings are much more magical than they are muscular. But it still feels as if tensing a muscle, building that power, getting ready to push forward as you would your legs or your fists. And you build up that strength, that burst, and then release it. And you strike Zell just right across the cheek. And she, stumbles around a bit and stands up and says, That'll do. That'll do.
That'll do, pig.
And then, for the next hour or so, goes through just some sparring and more tips with you about how to improve your form and look for better spots to hit on your enemy, using your size to your advantage, things like that. And at the end of the hour is, well, I'm impressed. I didn't think someone like you could hit quite as hard. And you see her just like wipe a little blood from her lip. She says, good work. Maybe I ought to let you back into that cottage. You need a bit more work, a bit more training. But next time you think you're ready, you come to me.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Good stuff, Finian. And as she dismisses you, you have also leveled up.
Awesome.
And as, night falls on someone's day, this was not necessarily, the same day that all this happened, but you sort of gather for dinner. And is there anything anyone wants to bring up to talk about or plan going forward? Or are you just sort of ordering dinner and going to bed?
I don't think I had anything to bring up.
Man, I can't believe the sheriff didn't let me buy her incredibly important horse.
I thought I approached that fine. I don't know.
All right. Well, Anne-Marie comes up and says, well, howdy, y'all.
Good lord.
Been a long time since I've seen your handsome faces around here.
It really has not. I think it's been like a.
Okay, Cerberus, it's been a couple hours, all right? For folk in this town, that's a good long while. Now, what can I get you for dinner?
Man, have something big and tasty. Feeling something filling.
Oh, we got plenty. It's big and tasty in here, Bert. Don't you
Jesus
worry.
Christ.
Oh, that sounds great. Thank you.
All righty. One big and tasty.
Oh my god.
That's
Bert
what I ordered.
Jankowski. Anyone else?
We'll have some eggs.
Do you have any corned beef?
Eggs? Corned beef. I'll take a look. You know, meat we usually reserve for
Oh, good point.
more special occasions on account of it being a much more limited supply. But, well, for you, Dorian,
Well,
I'll see what we can muscle
I mean,
up.
if you don't have corned beef, I'm okay with like a grilled cheese. If that's just cheese and bread. Hopefully you have that.
All right. Well, look at you. Mighty accommodating.
Yeah.
I'd expect nothing less.
I'm still
okay.
fascinated by the supply chain of this town.
So they have dairy cows, but no beef cows,
Yeah.
or just a limited amount of beef.
It could be goat cheese. It could be a different kind of
Yeah.
cheese.
That's true.
That's like easier.
It's also a lot easier for a cow to produce milk than for a cow to grow
Right.
to beef age.
Beige.
That feeling. You're
Beige.
Hey, do y'all think Perry's of beef age?
What age?
Like, what's the over under on Perry being able to get the market?
What's your running on beef age here, folks?
I mean, looking at those arms, probably a beef age. Yeah.
Yeah.
Only one way to find out.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I think we should
Excuse
tell you
me?
for human consumption.
Huh?
Obligatory cannibalism reference, I guess.
That was what the whole thing kind of was. I feel.
Yeah, you know. All right, and you guys all, get the food that you ordered. Bert, yours is big and tasty.
Nice.
Um,
I almost said big and meaty because I was picturing him eating a steak, but then reason to that. So
It's an impossible steak.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like made out of lentils or something.
yeah,
They haven't figured out steak yet, have they? I assume they haven't.
No.
Like they don't even pretend that they have though, right?
Yeah.
no, God no.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, this is a magic town that's been stuck here for 7 years. They have.
Oh, okay.
They have the meats and the not meats.
They have.
Oh.
They have the not meats. That's another note I gotta take down.
So they
They
do
have
have corned beef. It's just
improbable
impossible.
meats.
Improbable.
I
It's
don't
just
know
more-
if
it's
I've
just more
ever
corn than
had
beef.
corned beef.
It's
Fine.
good.
Maybe I have had
Cabbage and potatoes.
My parents have talked about it a lot. I've never had it.
Anyways,
Nothing that's relevant to me now.
This is like how I've never had like a Christmas ham. Just like a big ham. I've never had
They're
it.
not
We
worth
never
the
did that for
hype.
Christmas. Yeah.
shut the
Are they
fuck
hype?
up. Shut your fucking mouth, Kayla.
It's
Ham
just
sucks.
ham.
Ham sucks. Anti-ham.
Yeah.
I
Not a
don't
big
like
ham
ham.
guy.
I'm not a big ham person either. So, well,
No.
I'm betrayed by
Fuck
so
them
many of you in
pigs.
this chat room.
Rush of the Pig is so good. That part fucking sucks. It's just like That's what
This
I
is
feel
a
when I eat.
betrayal on levels no one's ever seen.
Big ham stan over here.
I
Wow,
fucking love
okay.
ham, dude.
Ham
Fucking
defenders have logged
Ham
on.
Fiero.
I know what to get you for your birthday.
Ham.
Please. I had a coworker and her partner over for Easter just so I could make a ham. And her partner was vegetarian, so I was basically making a ham for myself and my coworker.
Wow. You
That's
can
how
do
much I
that
like
anytime, Perry. Oh,
Pick a time, Jake. Pick a side, man.
well, no, I have no dog in this fight.
That's super fair, actually.
Well, I know what Jake's not getting when he comes to visit.
Ham.
Ham?
Ham.
You're not gonna
Now,
give
Kayla,
me ham?
let's think through this. Not interested in it. Okay.
What
What
is
are
he-
we thinking through?
Jake's
What?
vegetarian. Why
Yeah,
would we give
exactly.
him ham anyways?
Yeah, I said I know what he's not getting. Ham.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, as you guys all eat your improbable meats and eggs and other things, the night begins to set, and that is where we are going to end the episode. So, you've all leveled up from 3 to 4 now, and
Baby
have-
episode.
some exciting new leads to follow up on throughout town the next time we gather.
I don't.
Cerberus, you don't. You beefed it pretty bad. There was it was like really weird for a second. Cerberus, you hallucinated.
Yeah.
You hallucinated like words in the corner of your vision that said the sheriff will remember this.
Kind
Kind of bonkers.
That's weird. Which part? I don't know. Didn't specify. So
But thank you all for watching. And remember, Jared and I are going to be on Spontaneum tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. So that is twitch.tv/Spontaneum Show. SPO. I have it in the notes on my phone. I'm going to pull it up so I spell it right.
spontaneous come. Sorry.
So twitch.tv/SPONTANIUMSHOW. Again, that is twitch.tv/Spontaneum Show. Find Jared and I making another DM's life miserable. Thank you all so much.
Jared's going to be playing a warlock, which I have never done before, so we will watch him fumble the bag.
It's fun.
Yes, a level 15 warlock. This is going to be
A
exciting.
lot of bells and whistles there. That's fun stuff.
Yeah.
Let's go Warlock.
All the bells and whistles. So thank you all so much for watching. We will see you again in 2 weeks.
Let's go Mail.